right, guys, let's go ahead and get started with our math lesson today. So, today in math, we are going to be working in our Go Math book, the big, thick, colorful Go Math book, and we're going to be working on lesson 5.5. You're going to be able to find this on page 245. That's where we're going to start today. All right. Our I can statement for the day is the same as it was yesterday because we're doing the same thing. So today we are going to be able to say this sound or this statement. I can use the standard algorithm to subtract two two-digit numbers with regrouping. All right? So while you're finding page 245, we're going to review our poem from yesterday. All right, so remember, when we're looking at our ones place, we can ask ourselves these questions and figure out what to do. Here we go. More on top, no need to stop, which means if the number's bigger on the top, we can subtract, okay? More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. All right, so that means if there's more in the bottom number of ones, we can't subtract. So we have to go next door and borrow and regroup it as 10 ones. And our last one is numbers the same, zeros the game. Okay, so if we have two numbers that are exactly the same, the answer is going to be 0. All right, so you should have found page 245 by now, and we are going to be looking at our listen and draw. All right. So here we go. I'm going to read a problem out loud, and you are going to solve it. Here we go. Devin had 36 toy robots on his shelf. He moved 12 robots to his closet. How many robots are on the shelf now? All right, so let's do that. In your top box, top one up here, we're going to solve this problem. Devin had 36 toy robots. 36. How do we draw that? 36. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. He moved 12 toy robots to his closet. So if he moved them, am I adding or am I subtracting? Subtracting. Very good. So I want to subtract 12. So we have 36 minus 12. Okay, I have 6. I need to take away 2. More on the top or more on the floor? More on the top, no need to stop. So if I have 6, I can take away 2. 1, 2. How many ones are left? 6 minus 2 is 4. Then I move over to my tens. 3 minus 1. How many tens are left? 2. So Devin has 24 robots left on his shelf. All right, let's try the next one. I'm going to erase it, but you're going to do this one down here, okay? Here we go. Devin had 54 toy cars. He gave 9 of them to his brother. How many toy cars does Devin have now? All right. Devin had 54 toy cars. He gave 9 of them to his brother. Is that adding or subtracting? Subtracting. Now, he only gave 9 of them. Can I put my 9 right here in the tens? Nope. I'm going to put a 0 there because 9 does not have any tens. All right. First, we draw our picture. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to subtract 9. Ask yourself the rhyme. Is there more on top or more on the floor? More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. All right, so we're going next door. We're going to take that one 10 rod and we're going to break it into 10 ones so that we have enough ones to subtract. So now I don't have 5 10s, I have 4 10s. And I don't have 4 ones, I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ones. Okay, so now that I have 14 ones, can I take away 9? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many are left? 5. And then 4 minus 0 equals 4. So Devin has 45 cars left. Good job. So that was our warm-up, and now our brains are warm. We are going to move on to page 246. So just flip it over, and it should look like this. All right? We are looking at this purple model and draw section. All right? Now, remember, like yesterday, your problem looks like this, but Miss Gates is, I'm going to flip my slides. So each time I flip, I'll be moving to one of those things. All right, so today we're going to be solving the problem 42 minus 15. Okay, so the first step says, are there enough ones to subtract 5? So is there more on the top or more on the floor? We know there's more on the floor, so we need to go next door, right? Because we don't have enough ones. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, it's not working today. Let's see. All right, let's see what happens. All right. There we go. All right, here we go. So our step 1 was, are there enough ones to subtract 5? And we said no because there's more on the floor, okay? So step 2, what do we need to do? We go next door, right? And we grab this 10 rod and we regroup it as 10 more. So we go next door, and instead of 4 10 rods, now we have 3 10 rods because we brought those 10, we wanted 10 more. So now instead of 2, I have 12, which is 10 more than 2. Step 3, I can subtract now. So I know that 12 minus 5 equals 7. And then 3 minus 1 equals 2. So my answer is 27. All right? Here we go. Let's try some problems. Now, if you notice, on today's pages, there is not a place for you to draw a picture. If you still need to draw your picture, that is absolutely fine. However, you're not really going to have a place to do it on your page, but you can use your whiteboard, or you can use that page that goes with the Tara West math, or you can use just a regular piece of paper, okay? So, here we go. The first problem we're going to do is 31 minus 14. All right, so remember, we always start in the ones. Okay, here we go. There's a 1 and a 4. Is there more ones on the top, or are there more ones on the floor? 1, 4. Very good. There are more ones on the floor. So we are going to go next door and get 10 more. So we're going to take away a 10 rod, So we had 3 10 rods and we took away 1. So now we only have 2, and we're going to give 10 ones to the ones column. So we had 1, and we got 10 more, which turns into 11. Now we can subtract 11 minus 4. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. All right, and then we move to our 10s. 2 minus 1 equals 1. All right, let's look at our next one. Problem number 2. 56 minus 21. We always, always, always start in the ones. Very good. All right, we have 6 ones minus 1 1. Is there more ones on the top, or are there more ones on the bottom or the floor? More on the top. No need to stop. So we don't have to regroup anything because we already have enough ones. 6 minus 1. 6, 5. Okay? And then we move over to our 10s. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So the answer to 56 minus 21 equals 35. Very good. All right. I want you to try this problem right here. Ask yourself, talk about the rhyme. Is there more on the top or is there more on the floor? And then think about what do you do with either one of those choices. All right? So 72 minus 35. I want you to work it out in your book. Come back, play your video again when you have answered this question. All right, let's see if we got the answer right. Here we go. 72 minus 35. We have 2 ones on the top, 5 ones on the floor. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So we're going to go next door. We're going to borrow a 10 rod. So now I only have 6, and I'm going to give 10 over here to my ones. So 2 plus 10 equals 12. All right? 12 minus 5 equals 7. And then we have to go to our 10s. 6 minus 3 equals 3. So our answer equals 37. Very good job today, guys. All right, we are going to move on to our next page, which we're going to do one more problem by yourselves, but we're going to kind of set it up together. All right, there are 34 chickens in the barn. If 16 chickens go outside into the yard, how many chickens will still be in the barn? Okay, so I know I have 34 and I have 16. But what am I going to do with those numbers? 34 chickens are in the barn and 16 go outside. Am I adding or subtracting? Subtracting, right? Because if they go outside, they leave. All right, here we go. I want you to solve this on your whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you can find anywhere you want to solve your problem. 34 minus 16. Pause your video, solve this problem, and then come back and check it. All right, here we go. 34 minus 16. We have 4 ones on the top and 6 ones on the floor. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So we're going to go next door to our 10s and we're going to borrow 1. So now I only have 2 10s, but I'm going to give 10 ones to this column. 4 plus 10 equals 14. 14 minus 6 equals 8, and 2 minus 1 equals 1. So my answer is 18 chickens are still in the barn. Very good. All right, here we go. You are going to work today on page 247, and you're going to work problems 4 through 15. If you want a little bit of a challenge, you can do 16 through 18, but I want you to focus on 4 through 15. Remember, I want you to get started right away, but if you've been working solid and steady for 15 minutes and you don't have all of them finished, that's okay. you can go ahead and stop. Because remember, if you were in Miss Gates' classroom, you would only have 15 minutes to be working on them, okay? So after 15 minutes, you can take a picture and submit that to Miss Gates. I'll be able to tell if you understand or not, all right? I will see you guys in math groups in just a little bit. Enjoy your afternoon.